Oh, no. I got a new thing tonight. I'm going to give 8 o'clock a try. 7 o'clock wasn't working. I just got out of the shower. It's frying. Uh, so if anybody gets this message, what I'm going to do is this. If nobody comes by in a half an hour, I'm going to go off. Not off. Mad. Just off here. I'll probably just put up vlogs. They're easier. Yeah, see, somebody was here and they left. I might put vlogs up if there's somebody in the chat because it's just better to do a vlog. I mean, it's one shot. I don't edit the vlogs. I don't know how to. Well, I can't say yet. I would have to upload a lot of things in order to do it. They got a thing here on YouTube to edit. I would have to find out how to work it and everything. The only problem with vlogging is I have nothing in this area. Nothing. It's kind of a dull area. Because I've been saying to people, what do you want me to do? Vlog a store like Walmart? What I'm going to do is this. I have found some kind of news I want to talk about. You can't really be posting news. Nobody's going to come and react to it. And if I was putting news up as a blog, it's different. Because people are talking down in the chat. So I'm just holding off because some people complained about 7 being too early. 9's too late. So I figured let's one more chance to do it here. Some people will possibly show up. I just don't know when. I do put this almost every day into Disney World as my Facebook group, telling everybody what time I'm coming on. And I just don't think that group likes watching videos. I could put tons of different videos up from different creators and stuff, and I don't think anybody watches them. And what I don't understand is you are missing Disney. You're not going to get back to it. I'm showing you videos of the thing. How come? I know it's not the same thing, but at least you're getting to see the parks. Yeah, there's been a couple times I've had to go off, but it seems like after the other day I've been going down since because I've hardly have anything to stay on until I would like to go at least 2 hours. And my hair standing up. And go at least 2 hours. And, well, there's nobody here. It's not much I can do. I don't expect it to come in all of a sudden. What am I doing? I'm doing my hair. Uh, I've been off a computer for like 2 years. It's me trying to get typing again like I used to. I would type with like this without even looking at the letters, and I've been off for the last couple of years. Instead of typing like this, I was doing this with my thumb on the phone. And I know what to do. So I'm gonna go look back and see if I'm watching. I'll look in here every couple minutes, see if anybody's here, or if anybody says hello in the chat. Please say hello in the chat. That'll let me know you're here. Meaning, besides watching up in the corner, tells me I have 0 people, 0 likes. Likes ain't a big thing to me right now. It would be just talking to people right now would make me happy. I'm not worried about likes. Because if I can just get to talking back up, one day I'll have so many people here, I'll have over 100 likes per stream. Let me do this. I'm watching a couple react to Goonies for their first time ever watching it, so I'm watching that, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You guys are probably just seeing, from your point of view, you'll just see me staring at the screen. Watch my glasses. Watch the reflection of things moving in my glasses, and you can tell I'm watching something else. Because from your point of view, it's just me, and from my point of view, it's the movie. So let's do this. Let's go to 1985 for a short time here, and I'll be back in a minute. Uh, she said, let me see. No, no. Let's see. David T. Somebody, thank God, he's here. Greetings, David T. I'm gonna put it down here too. Oi, it's good to have somebody here. Don't mind me, I just took a shower about 20 minutes ago. Here's just right now. What's left of it. Yep. So, where have you been, David? Haven't seen you in a bit. See, I wish I could get that thing up. If I could get that thing up. I say that every day, but every day it's when I work. When I go to work, come back, and we're doing other things. I never get a chance to contact people. I've got other things to do right now. My mother's been in a rehab center for, oh God, over 6 months, and they were having not a good time today with her. She was really out of it today. So yeah, because I do want to contact a couple of people, see if I can. I think the place I gotta look for is called Streamlab. Jade, good evening. Yeah, the place I gotta look for is called Streamlabs. I remember. No, I think I once was going to upload the app over on my phone, and they wanted me to give out my life information to them. I'm like, no. I didn't want to do that, but I'm gonna have to now because probably with them, I'll probably get a chance to do a better type of thing and get some people in here so we can actually speak to each other instead of typing to each other. Yep, I hear that David T sounds like this a little bit same, but not a lot. Um, yeah, as I said, I come on a little bit later, early. Depends on which one. 9 o'clock got too. I got too tired. 8 o'clock, people complain. Not 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. People complained that I need to go in a little bit later because I can't do 7 o'clock. So here I am, 8 o'clock, my last chance. If we can get, if you guys can stay, it's up to you guys. We can possibly, and we talk to each other, we can get this in a nice lengthy scale. Depends. Could be an hour and a half. Could be an hour. But I was planning on staying till, if the worst comes to worst, like it was last night. I had one person come by, and he chatted with me for not even about 10 seconds. He had to go. He just came by to say hello. And about a minute or two after that, I shut the stream off. About half an hour into it, it was just nobody showed up. It's not like I'm not, I'm posting, letting people know that it's coming. Oh, Jade, could you do me a favor? Do you think you can take this post right here, take it and post it to Disney Worlders, let people know this is going on? That might help. That might help with maybe some, because I know some people who came on the other day, and they said they were having trouble finding it and stuff. And I wrote yesterday, if you have trouble finding it, send somebody a PM. Just let us know right onto the thread. Yeah. If they're having trouble, they should just come on and tell us instead of oh well. Yeah, it was nice to have some people on here that actually, weren't not mods or anything like that. It's just that I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I want the mods in here too. I used to be a mod on this other guy's his vlog. I'm not gonna name names right now. It's just that he treated mods like as if they were his employees, like he paid them. And a lot of people left him because of that. David, have you been looking into checking out your group or because I know you wanted to test people going live with you. If you still want to do that, just let me know. Later on, we'll conspire to take over the fire. Nice, thank you, girl. See, well, from my point of view, I have the other side of what you're probably seeing it. Well, you're seeing it without the permissions and stuff I can put onto it, and I got the button right here. From my point of view, it says right there, it says end stream. So if I took the link from here, it wouldn't be good because the only there's only one person would benefit by it would be Jordan. Because Jordan is my partner in this. It's the only way to describe that. He's a partner when we get this thing kicking in. And I bet he's not going back to Thailand for another 6 weeks. Plus, it's going to be a while. I've got to. And the only other problem is getting back to the parks. That's always been a problem for me. I figured if Jordan, whenever he can, vlog or something, we can have come in, he can post live vlogs or not live vlog, but live streams. I'd ask David T, but he's got his own thing he wants to do. So, let's see. Yeah, I was just watching. I liked watching the reaction, the movie and music video reactionaires, I think you would call them. And I really got into them. Some watch movie. What I love is when they're reviewing movies, not reviewing, but watching for the first time. And you're actually sitting there watching the reactions to it, and especially if it's a movie known since the 1980s. These other two I'm watching right now. I'm not sure if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife. and they are responding to it. I'm laughing. I'm just sitting there laughing. It's good to see somebody who, as I said, who's never seen these movies react to them. It's only good when it's a movie you've seen like 1,000 times. Otherwise, I don't watch movies that they look at that I haven't seen. Like new Indiana Jones movie, I have not watched any of them because I don't want to be spoiled. I don't know what it is. I just haven't been back to watch them yet. That's all. I do want to see it. I heard people say Jordan said it was okay. I just want to see it for myself. Oh, okay. Yeah, he leaves a few days before my birthday, and my birthday's on a Tuesday. I was thinking about going on a Sunday if I can. On my birthday. Not my birthday. My birthday is a Tuesday. I'm not sure. I mean, I was once thinking about that. Then if I go on the Sunday, I'll take that Monday off, and maybe it doesn't sound right because I would still have to work on my birthday. Eh, I don't know if it was last year. I think it was. I don't know if it was last. It had to be last year because this is a leap year. Actually went on my birthday. I got one of those little pins that says "Happy Birthday." And one time, a few years ago, I posted the video here when Mickey still talked when you went over to see Mickey or Tinkerbell in the theater. Mickey actually spoke. You went in and stuff. It sounded like a walkie-talkie, but you got closer and went a little bit longer. His mouth moving and he's talking to you and stuff. When I said goodbye to him, because I was leaving, I didn't want to keep people there with the kids wanted to see it. When they seen that, they were like, I was like, oh, I gotta get going. These people, they're waiting there with their kids, and here I am, somebody in the 50s saying hello. I just wanted to meet him for the first time because it was the last time he could ever had the talking Mickey out, and they took him off, and now I think it's the same Mickey they use in the show at the castle. Still going there now for the show, and he's like, does that, the non-speaking silent type. Um, Are you wanting someone to post live video? Well, he's going to be gone, so I need something. I would like this to go on a little bit longer than it is. I wouldn't mind. I haven't seen the new Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, that's me too. But I don't know I don't even know how to sit here and react to it. I mean, I would need to like another screen watching it. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how these people know how to do it. I'm not the greatest. I don't know. It's just not made to be easy. Have you thought about just uploading videos that aren't live? You're talking about vlogs, yeah. And I've said before, there's what am I gonna go see? Walmart. I could sit and talk, but how long do you sit and talk? Here's another thing I could do: a live stream. Well, I was gonna do a live stream a couple of days ago during the day, and my gimbal wasn't working right, and I was gonna do. I think I was gonna do that for the mods, and I just the plug that I had it charging in had to shorten it, so it didn't. It's been plugged in the last 2 days, so it's probably working 100% again because I do see all the lights twinkling and stuff like it used to. Um, Another thing is if I have a live stream like that, it'd be nice to have people on watching that because a home stream like this can get boring. But there's nothing for me to go around showing anybody. I'm not going to show everybody here what's sitting in the back. I still would like to put something to drape across, so I don't have to have that background. I just want to make it more Disney. when you go to the parks. I did. I actually got a live stream up. Live stream. I put it up. I did it last time I was there. You'll hear me on it, kind of whispering because I'm talking. I'm talking to the stupid. I'm holding the gimbal up and I'm talking to the camera, and I'm like, imagine, dude, you just imagine you've been to the parks, all those people around at the same time. Here I am talking, but nobody was watching. Everybody, it was normal for people to watch. You see people talking on streams now. Um, so I have done that. I'm doing what I would consider called. I'm not going to have a 8-hour stream. What I did that day is I had 3 smaller streams inside that, which I'm going to do. I could stand for at least an hour a piece or something. It depends on what ride we go on because I am not taking it on to, like, say, Big Thunder Mountain. I know people do that, but I'm not. My luck, this stupid camera go flying out and goodbye camera. That's not going to happen. I'll bring my camera on, like, maybe Winnie the Pooh or Dumbo or something like that. But when it comes to the big ones, Tron or Guardians, I'm not going to live stream it. Jay, there's could be a time when if I'm live streaming at the park, I'll let you know when I'm going. You could, I would be with my friend Stacy, but if you ever want to come out and hang with us, you could be on a stream. It's up to everybody. I'm not pushing anybody to do what they don't want. I mean, you go to the parks, record some parade. Like the Festival Fantasy, which I used to do. Go take a look at my videos. Take a look at the videos from before COVID. I got a lot of Festival of Fantasy parades, and those were the original parades. It still had a couple of the floats that are no longer in it. And most of my favorite dancers are gone. They've been gone for the last couple of years now. They have not put anything back. You hear me, Bema? I'm mad. They took away. My favorite was the people coming off the trolley car singing and walking right down the middle of you. So I miss that. I have a lot of videos on that one too. I remember walking towards coming onto Main Street, and I could hear them. And I'm like, oh shoot! And I got my camera on my pocket and stuff, and I started recording it. And that's all I did. I didn't live stream back then. I miss the trolley dancers. I miss my favorite girls that were in the parade were the ones that were what did I used to call them? I forgot what they were called. I don't think they had a name for them, but I actually called them the Strutters. They dressed in these very. If you take a look at the video of the parades back then, you'll see the girls, and they're wearing a blue, yellow. I mean, right now the girls would hold the sign at the end of the parade, but it's now Fantasyland cast members holding it. It's like, oh, this is not good. Then they took Meredith's float away. They have never had that back since. Have you ever thought of just about uploading videos that aren't live? I remember when the Dog and Mickey. Yeah. Well, there's no parades in this area. Memorial Day? What am I going to... Memorial Day? Amateur parades? No. I don't do stuff like that. And I see everything Adam does, but I don't... He goes to the first day of all type of different things. He drives all over like crazy. The man makes a lot of money doing it. I just can't do it. Yeah, as I said, if I did a reaction to a movie, how do you do it? Where's the screen? I don't know what I'm doing. And the only other people I would know is Jordan's boy, Chase. Chase was a vlogger slash live streamer. He has stopped doing it. He was on for I would every Sunday night he would be on, and with his friend James, and it was basically talk about the news and stuff. And I would see him once a week. That's something I'd like to do, something similar, not exactly the same. I even talked about my boy Dwight. Dwight is one of the original. Um, what do you call it? The one of the original administrators of my group. Now, me and Dwight go back 20 years, and I used to have a message board way back in the day when message boards were the big thing. And he was my co-admin there. And when it came to this, he at that point in time he was dating his now wife. He didn't come by more often, and now he's no longer a cast member. He worked at the Pirates at the store there when you come out from the ride. And you have the parks before. But another problem with with me taping this thing is I would have to I might have just to have to do this. My friend, we come down now with different people, and some of them cannot park hop because I don't want to explain how what she does to get them in and stuff. It's um because I don't need. It's not dirty, nothing low down and dirty. So I mean, it's just I don't want to look like I'm calling her out, which I'm not. What she does, I think, is excellent. But my best bet is to go to another park and just do like for instance, possibly one more time getting the Festival of Fantasy Parade, like you said. Um, I'm not sure about what other. I mean, I'd have to get, as I said, I got to get on. I'd probably stand in line for the mansion because I want to get the Hatbox Ghost. So what I would do is not come on streaming until I got to the entrance because I don't want to stand there for like an hour or so trying to get in and try. And there would not be much to say. You're standing in line. What else is it to say unless you have somebody with you? You've seen, as I've seen a couple times around him around. Who are you talking about? Do you, oh my mages, one of my magic bands. My green one's working. One of these, problem is I got two purple ones. One is working, the other isn't. So if I ever use that, I'm gonna have to take them both and they'll probably scan them, tell me which one's working, which one is it. Greg, yes, you are late, but you're here. That's the more important part. Um, no, that's not gonna fly with me. There's only one person who'll call me Putz. Keep calling me Putz. I'll putz you out of here. Let's see. Um. Oh, you know what I'd love to do? Ah, I would love to go around the resorts. That's what I'd love to do. And my thing is, I don't care about these. I don't care about the hotel room. I don't care about going to see the video games. I don't care about the restaurants. I would go around outside the exterior. That's what I like. Gail, greetings. There you go, girl. I love it. Hammer time is here. Woohoo! You know Carol only what? She's not here right now, I don't think, is she? She doesn't even know. Her son had a cruise today. Yeah, they left today. Yesterday, I think it took 3 hours to get there. It's on the other. It's about an hour drive, I guess, away from Disney itself. And he's going to be gone for a few days, so we went on a cruise. And I guess her and her husband stayed overnight. I haven't heard from her all day, so I don't know what's going on. Um, your birthday? Wait, you're 39? I think you said you're going to be 39, but I don't. Was it today? Confirm it. It only takes. That's the thing. I've got this set so it could post every 10 seconds. Now, are you slow going? Oh, here's a letter. No, letters here. I'm not going to erase that. So I'm going to happy birthday. And I was about to sing the song, and it says no, no, no. Only don't play that game. Happy birthday to me. I wish I was 23. Let's see. Nope. Not for the name calling. I told you, don't mess with her. She will destroy you. Hell, I don't want to. I don't even want to mess with her. She'll kill me. God. Doing my taxes. So I'm in a bad mood. Ooh, girl, I'm sorry. I actually had last time my return came in the mail last week. So not through the mail. I mean, not a check. I had it done through direct deposit. So 39. Holy moly! The one and only David T. There's 5 people here. Oh, 5 people watching. Three. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good to see people out here. Last night there was literally nobody. One person showed up, said hello. He couldn't stay, and hey, if you can't stay, you can't stay. But it was nice for him to stop by. Then after that, I waited a couple more minutes, and I was like, wasn't expecting to go off early, so I had a lot of other things I had to get done, so I got it done. Today's Sunday, that means I got to work tomorrow. Boo! Boo! I got to work tomorrow. No, I don't hate my job though. That's the thing. I like doing my job. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, you say that, but there wasn't. You didn't post. I didn't see no post from you. I seen no posts period except for who came by, and it wasn't you. I should tell Dwight. See, I'm gonna get Dwight. I talked about Dwight before. He was a co-admin here, but he didn't spend that much time here. Well, Disney World is not here. Um, I'm gonna check with him during the week and see if he can come on and chat with us during the week. And I haven't seen him in a long time. That was my boy. He always hooked me up before I became a pass holder. He always hooked me up in coming to Disney, and I would only go once a year at that point in time. It was for what do you call it? Star Wars weekends. That was my only time a year. I can't imagine. I mean, a couple of years ago, I was so sick with my heart, so I was out 90% of the year. I guess I went in February, in January. I don't think the last thing that got me sick was staying out all day, and it was. Oh, excuse me. And what happened is I got sick before I got sick, meaning this might have, who knows, this might have triggered my heart and everything. Hanging out at Animal Kingdom, and it was in the low 50s, and I was chilly, very chilly. Had a jacket on. We even went to Peak Safari. I got slice of pizzas, and it was still chilly in the dining room. Oh my god, it was so chilly. Went to Epcot. Didn't want to stay at Epcot because I was getting sick. Because I was gonna hopefully at that point in time watch the Spaceship Earth light up. But I eventually got to see that, and I love Spaceship Earth. It's old. Now that's another video. There's a couple other videos I could do in there, Jade. But as I said, as long as I'm not there, what happened? I remember when you had the hook. Yeah. Yeah. That was my boy Dwight. He was a cast member, and he also met Janet Jackson. He was at a cart outside the Tower of Terror, and I remember the day he came back and told me, he says, "You'll never guess what. You'll never guess what came into my booth." I was like, "Who?" Janet Jackson. I was like, "No." She had her security with her and stuff. I guess there might have been a cast member with her and stuff because they like to, if they find out celebrities are in the park, they have they like to assign a cast member to be like a what do you call it, a tour guide type of thing. That's what I can come up with. Jenna who? Like Adam the who? I can't believe I'm only a week older than Janet Jackson. Boy, she's gorgeous. Let's see. Cybertron still exists, Greg. That's the weird part about it. The only thing I can go by now, see, I don't even go back to the old boards like I used to. I've got a couple of friends that were on our last board where where everybody met before Cybertron. It was Jay's place. I forgot the name of it. And what happened there is, um, God, it was just a different time. Different. There was no vloggers or streamers, nothing. And I remember seeing. I watched scrolled all the way down to Tim Tracker's very first video, and that was weird because Tim looked like he was mad at the world when he started. He was like, he just didn't look. He didn't look right. Over the years, you've seen him. Most of you guys have seen Tim Tracker nowadays. He's calmer and stuff. Yeah, as I said, a couple friends from that other Transformer board now have they're vloggers, and a couple of them got to over 100,000 subscribers, and they've got the the plaque. Did you get David T. Airtrip? I'll say one person you'll love, but she always sends me pictures every time Tanya, yeah, it's that time. Every time Tanya sees Tim Tracker, she takes a picture of him and sends me a picture of him. Now she's got that picture with Adam, and I gotta ask her. She hasn't posted it, so I'm gonna ask her for that. Oh, Stacy. We got some pictures too that we took. She pays them $100 to have her. You get pictures, so she pays that extra $100 for the. I remember when I had a gold pass, pictures automatically came with it, but now you have to pay $100 extra just if you want pictures without the watermark on it. So I got to check with her on that and check with Tanya and ask her if she put the picture up with Adam the Woo, which she took last week. Where is it? I want to see it. I remember when you had the hook up at Disney. Yep. The Champ Picker blogger. Let's see. Oh, David T loves to do stuff like that. He always says so when we say somebody else's name that's not Tanya. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like buddy. Yeah, that's how we are with Tanya. Most of us are like that with her. Oh, David T. I don't even know if you has anybody here ever been to Le Cellier over at the Canadian Pavilion. I was doing her. I've told you guys this many times. I was doing the. I was with her. She did her four park stream that day. Was when Park Hopping came back, and I remember it was like January 9th, 2021. I think it was, and and the first park she hit was Animal Kingdom. At that point in time, I was over at Magic Kingdom. I knew she was on, so I went on and stuff. And she says, "We're going to Magic Kingdom next," and I was like, "Yeah." So I met up with her there, and we hung out. So she said, "You want to come over and she will come to the rest of the parks?" I said, "Sure." Because I was really done for the Magic Kingdom for the day, and I was going to park up anyways. So then we went to Hollywood Studios. From there, started getting dark out and stuff. That's why I sat next to our Slinky Dog. Oh my god, the woman screams on Slinky Dog. I don't scream. I don't even scream on Big Thunder. There goes my eardrum. I was like, then we ended the night at Epcot where we went to Le Cellier and she asked, she said the channel would, cover it. I just didn't have that kind of money. I wasn't going to do it. I was thinking about driving home and getting a sub because they still have the gas station outside of what was the name of it? What it just Speedway. They still have it out and they still sell subs. And I usually grab a sub on the way home and eat it on the way. So we went to the restaurant. A couple of people met us, and they were bloggers from Vegas that Tanya knew, and it was awesome. Judy, Judy, your wife, said she wants to go to Victoria and Albert's on our anniversary. When is your anniversary? 50th. Ooh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait. What happened? It wants to go to Victoria. Okay, for our anniversary, our 50th anniversary now, just 20. Wait a minute, how? I'm lost. You saying this is your 50th, or you had your 20th 30 years ago? Is that what you're saying? Because I didn't think you were that old. Oh, I went to Rose and Crown. That's the last time I was there. Rose and Crown. I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Actually, two. I can't eat anything over a certain amount. My God, if you were a kid, you asked for the kids meal, and the kids meal is fish and chips, normal size, adult size you would get in the store. The adult size fish had to be like that big. It was humongous. It's like having one of the turkey legs. Lord, but I couldn't. The small salt. I have to take a under 144 grams of sodium. So I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that night. Yeah, if they had a Wawa's there, I could get one in the park and stuff. But no, I know they're supposed to help you with whatever you get, and it's happened because at the Liberty Bell Tavern, we got this gigantic meal and stuff. I was only eating the meats. The meats were okay, so I had the meats, and it was good. It was fun because I don't get that much meat anymore, and except for when I get a sandwich, which is on wheat bread with lettuce, tomato, and turkey, and I don't get meat that much anymore. Yeah, yeah, she hasn't. I don't. Tanya hasn't talked about them in a long time. The last time I heard her talk about them had to be months ago. Am I on Lasix? Wait, I mean for my eyes, right? Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. Now, the other places I won't go into is 220. This, you take the elevator up the space station. Only reason that in the Beauty and the Beast, the restaurant, or the Cinderella Castle restaurant, I will not go in because the minimum there is like $80 for the space station and $60 for the other two for the princesses, and I'm like, no, no, I can't justify paying that much money for something you're in about an hour or two. You're going to trying to make a good word out of it because I don't want to make it sound disgusting, but we all do it. Nothing I can say is we number two it out, and that's a waste of money. My brother was always into he wanted this, this and that and this. I says, Johnny, you want to go your birthday, you want to have this big fancy meal, yet you're paying for something in about 20 minutes, I mean, half an hour after you eat or something like that, so it goes bye bye out of your system. I don't understand it. I never did like having a. I like getting. Oh God, the cards, the cards, not credit cards, the cards you get. Like you can get like cards for like $25 or something like that. What's the name of those cards? Uh, well, I didn't like that at all. I kept on saying, if you're going to give me one of the cards for my birthday or Christmas, I want something I can actually buy that actually lasts longer than a day. Clothes, shoes, fast food. Don't make. I can imagine. As soon as Greg, you took her off, the first thing I can imagine her saying, "It's hammer time." Oh, I love it. Greg, she's gonna kill you. Jade, where are you, girl? You were here talking with us. Um, Greg, I'm not. See, I'm sorry. I'm just don't mind me. I'm quiet. I'm just reading the chat. I'm not reading them in order. I'm just reading them in a particular way. One thing I would like to do, I could have some, but not a lot because I'm not supposed to have fatty foods either. But eh, uh, I'd like to have a Dole Whip again. I'd like to have a Mickey bar. I've never had a Mickey bar ever. They've got the Mickey bars and Dole Whip in Publix, but the problem with the Dole Whip in there, it tastes like dog ice cream, Dogsters that they sell. How I know it would taste like something a dog would eat. Oh my god! We were doing ice cream the other day, and I'm looking at the dog ice cream, and there's macaroni and cheese flavored ice cream. And I was like, oh, I mean, I know it's for a dog, but oh, not good. Yuck. I can't imagine a dog eating ice cream. I don't know. I've never tried to put one in front of a dog before. Um, I guess it's been a while since Tanya did talk to her friends in Vegas. Because me and Tanya, the thing is, when we were at La Cilia that day and they met up with us, there was only a couple of people left in the restaurant, and me and Robin were sitting near each other, and people would stick her friends there were poking their head around the corner. I was like, this is creepy. I didn't know who they were, and Robin said to me, "Yeah, this is freaking me out too. I don't know who these people are." And it was her friends there from Vegas. We're like, "Oh, okay, okay," and she was introducing us to them and stuff. And Jordan was watching that night too, and he gave money towards me getting a dessert, and I got this apple salad. It was so good. It was so delicious. I would love to have that again. Yeah, don't make me hammer. It's hammer time. Oh, I'm sorry. You sitting there, that asshole laughing at me. That's right. Um, let's see. About to occur. My parents. I can't walk by the place. Printer without buying a dollar. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I would like to do that almost every time we're there. It's just sometimes I don't think about it until we get to another park. I'm like, oh, I should have got a Dole Whip. Now, I did it once, but I think there's a place in Animal Kingdom. I'm not sure if they still have it, but they do sell small Dole Whips. But I was talking about the ice cream too. The um the Dole Whip, the regular not just they do have strawberry one. I've never tasted it. The regular pineapple Dole Whips. Don't buy them. They're horrible. You have to go to the parks to get them. Unless you know that they did during COVID, they did show the recipe of how to make Dole Whip ice cream. Uh, the other is let's see. The other is the Mickey bars from there. I got them, and to me they tasted like regular Mickey bars. I'm like, why is everybody going crazy over this? Some people tell me it's just because you have to be in the parks for the Mickey bars there because they're a lot better ice cream. So that's another one I'd like to try sometime. I can give those a try. I mean, if I'm not going to eat dinner for hours, like 7 o'clock at night, I'm going to get something. I need a snack or something, but I don't need I don't eat like I used to. I can't afford to eat like I used to. But an ice cream can do it. Either an ice cream or what I do is like after this goes off, I'll be hungry, but I don't want to eat, so I get it myself a coffee. I got a K cup maker and stuff, so I just make my own coffee. Since I'm the only one in the house nowadays drinks coffee. Don't they sell Dole Whip at Polly? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But that would have to mean I'm coming back from like Epcot or something. Just get it's the same type of thing. Just go back. But if I'm gonna go back, I've hung out with Jordan at the Poly. He even asked me if I wanted a Dole Whip that day, and I was at it was kind of busy. It was my first time ever at Poly. I mean, I've walked through it one night because we were all going back to the cars, and Tanya and we were all following Tanya, and so we went through the Poly, and I didn't look side to side. We know was we were tired and we were trying to get back to the cars, and so we went. I went this time with Jordan. Oh my God, that is such a beautiful hotel. I love it. I don't like the new gigantic piece of crap they got sitting in front of it. JPEG thing. Uh, if you get Aaron, and I'm in, why? Why would people have changed? Unless you're gonna start a fight with Aaron. Yeah, back in the day, yeah, you two used to, God, used to pay. You were a friggin' bully back then to him. Remember his username? Exalted Unicron. Oh, that night, oh, I something I now we were still in the restaurant. I had the New York Storyland. Uh, my meal came out to $52, I think it was. Tanya and Robin had what do you call it? The Wellington. My steak. Oh, that was the best steak, and I will always say it's the best steak I've ever had in my life. But then we left, and oh my god, we were left. There was like us three met up with another vlogger and his family. We just had met up, and we were the last six people in the park. And then the cast members started forming that wall behind us, trying to push us out. They want to go home, and I understand that. Here we are, still here, right? So everybody had to go to the bathroom. So we were in front. We were directly right near Spaceship Earth, and they come up and they give me a look. I had to go to the bathroom. There's nothing I can do about it, you know. He says, I know you guys want to get home. I used to work in retail, and I know how it is when there's still people in the store. So they basically were there until we left out. It was weird. That was just weird to have me walked out like that. I just didn't want to get in trouble. I was ready. I was thinking to myself, let me go in the parking lot waiting for you guys, but I wasn't going to do that. Then we got to be. Oh, the drive that night home was horrible because my car. Right, this would be a couple months before sold I traded my car in and so I sold in for another car. Had that for separate for like 8 months before I was in the car I was in the accident on the I-4 with, and I had to drive home that night with a window open in January of 2021, and it was not happy. I had my hood up. I was cold as hell. I could not get the window to stay back up. I pulled it up on both sides, tried to put anything I could hold it, fold it up, a newspaper, put it in, it would slide through. Drove home, and the next morning I had a horrible cold. I didn't think I could go to work that very next day, but actually when I woke up, I was much better. Let's see what you guys have to say. Let's see. Aaron, if it were back in the day, yeah, I know. So I found out about his condition. I know about his condition. I don't think I do. Let's see. Yeah, as I said, I remember when Tanya vlogged from Vegas. You remember that, David T? Her and Robin from Understand when they said when it hit you that steamy Vegas heat. As soon as you went outside, went boom, except I didn't feel any humidity. So I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what people mean by dry heat. I just don't know what that feels like. I've always been in humidity all my life. Never been to the West Coast. How many people are here? There's five of us. Cool. Could somebody go to and I don't care who it want to go. Probably Jade herself. Go to the stream that was put up to let them hear to let them know if they're having trouble getting in to contact one of us. Because if somebody's coming from the chat, from the group itself, and they like the other night, somebody came in and they had trouble for the longest time. They said because they didn't know where we were and stuff, and I've even posted my username on there. For some reason, they want me to go by my email address, but they cut it down to Teltran35, which is the beginning of the email address. And I have even tried to put Disney Worlders back on there. It will not take it unless I put numbers on the back of it. I'm like, that's dumb. Okay, no problem. Take your time because I know you're doing it. Oh God, you're doing it the old way. I'm not sure if you probably could go in with somebody. I mean, we got Jackson Hewitt, and I first got my first couple hundred back, and it was around Christmas time. Thank God because I used that for Christmas presents. Uh, then the second batch of it came in just a week ago. It's a free show about Atlantis after they walked into. Yeah, they found that it was down for restoration. I had this idea, and the idea probably came from Vegas. One of the places that Tanya was in, I think it's also a casino, hotel, and like a shopping mall type of thing inside one area. I We have a mall in our area that is dying. It's called the Gulfview Mall. Um, I don't know if Gail lives in over in Dunedin, so she's like maybe half an hour or 45 minutes away, so something like that away from where I am. And they're tearing half of it down to put an apartment building there. They already took Sears out and a couple of stores that were on that side of the mall. Here's an idea, and my this is my idea. It came with other dying malls. Tear at least half of it down. Put the apartment buildings, build it onto it. So when you you would have a built-in customer right there with their apartment buildings, and they can have their friends come over, and they says you probably have a grocery store at one of these um, malls because somebody came up with it like a something for for excuse me for us of Generation X to live in when we get older. That would be the greatest idea because you would. Right now, I'm trying to remember what's there. I know the food court still exists. Um, there's a J.C. Penney there and stuff, and you could have that there, and maybe it'll help the mall exist for a few more years by having those apartment buildings right there. I mean, here all you have to do is walk straight in. They probably can seal it off so people can have their own privacy and stuff. So anybody who's living in the mall, or put it off so any of the residents could go through, and anybody who was a resident, it depends. I mean, it's a crazy idea. This is my phone scanning on laptop. Projection of the Death Star and Spaceship Earth. Yeah, I actually put one up last week. It was a picture somebody made of what a centerpiece for a Star Wars themed park could be. People are talking about like, well, let's make a dark place. Why? Here's what I'm thinking of. I mean, base it on Star Wars, but base it mostly on original trilogy. They could have put that type of spaceship Earth type of thing in the middle, which would be the Death Star. That could be the park icon. Um, you could have different lands based on Yavin or Tatooine. I don't know how you would do Tatooine in this area, but you couldn't. I don't think you could do Tatooine or Hoth, unless Hoth was like an indoor thing and it was very chilly in there. Um, Bespin or whatever, And the only thing is, what do you do with with God? What do you call Galaxy's Edge? Because I could see him taking that and taking Star Tours out and putting something into that park and build it, build maybe a bigger version of anything based about. I can't speak. David T, thank you, sir. Come on, comment if you can during the week. I'm not sure if you can, but if you can, well, believe me, anytime would be nice. Take care. Oh, yeah. To me, see, I like this. I got tired of the sequels, but then the prequels. Then when the sequels came out, I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize I missed the prequels as much as I did. which were much better. And people are like, oh, it's not good as the original. Yeah, it is. At that point in time, I used to think so, but I'm so used to the prequels now. It doesn't bother me anymore. I'd rather see them than see the sequels. Are horrible. It's like, oh, how come you people didn't have fans come in and help with the stories? I mean, Disney had to do everything yourself. Come on. We had non-Star Wars fans working on these movies and didn't. They probably thought that Star Wars and Star Trek were the same thing. They probably thought, let's put Spock in this movie. No, Spock is part of Star Trek. Nope. The dumb people they got working for them. Yep, yeah, we got two people down. Greg, you're the only one because I don't know what's up with Jade. She's probably, I don't know. I wish I could put a video up here so it'd show you a couple of things I wanted to show you guys, but it can't be done unless I put it on Disney World itself. I don't like I don't like sand. It's coarse and grainy, gets into everything. That's the sound of that's the sound of the 10-year-old Anakin. OBS? What's OBS? I need Tanya's told me it's Streamlabs. I have to cook that up, but I gotta get my fat ass onto this during the day. All right, you give me a second here. If you see if you see Jade come back, just talk to her a little bit. Keep things going. I don't want people just sit here and go, where is he? Let me OBS. Let me give me a second. Let me go look it up. What in the wide world? What's on my extra values? What you get when you don't buy Coronet? OBS. Oh, behave. Open Broadcaster. Open Broadcast Studio. Is this what they play? Windows, which I have. Free and open source software for video recording. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if this and Streamlabs will work together. There I am. Do me a favor when you get a chance, not now. Go into my PM and just put those letters up because I will not remember. Or like, did he tell me OBP, OPM? See, I won't remember, and since I don't keep the chat going after we record it, it might not have anything. Somebody explained to me that stupid thing where they had to fall in love. Why did they have to fall in love with each other? And where did they come up with the power to heal? Where the hell was that power to heal when Qui-Gon Jinn was dying? Greg, from what I understand, they're going to be doing an animated version, probably animated like in Bad Batch, and say, "What if for Star Wars?" And one of the what ifs that they're still working on is what if Qui-Gon never was killed? What if Qui-Gon took over Anakin's training? I don't think Palpatine would have rose to power. I think you know what I think could happen. I think that Qui-Gon would become so powerful that he would take out Palpatine, and or Palpatine would take him out, and Anakin became so ticked off that he wanted revenge, even though he's a Jedi. He and killed Palpatine, and then I can imagine Anakin taking over from there, becoming the Sith Lord. That would have made one hell of a story. Could you imagine? They could come. What if they came out with what if movies? I would have loved to see that. My God, could you imagine? It was good to see when Obi Wan ended, and then Qui Gon showed up at the very end there. I was like, finally. Yeah, it's right. He was, and I did see an episode um, where the young Count Dooku and his young Padawan Qui Gon Jinn. Whoever did that made Qui Gon Jinn look so much. Just he looked almost identical to oh, what's his name? Qui Gon Jinn himself. Who's one who plays him? Liam Neeson. You see, I might just go. If I can, I'm going to take a look at that tomorrow. If I can, let me see. If it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, normal day. I work over in Land O'Lakes, and that's about 20, close to half an hour away from here. I'll get there, come home, take my brother out, get some. We basically go shopping. We're shopping almost every day. We never do it during. I mean, those days are over. We can do the whole thing for the week. That's long gone. So it seems like every day or two we go out and get stuff from the store. So I know we're doing that, but will I remember to come on? Probably not. Day, see if they will do a what if Anakin never burned? Yeah, that's another one. What if Anakin? What if Anakin won that fight against Obi Wan? That would be more of a story right there. If he had killed Obi Wan before that happened, say if he killed Obi Wan when he did finally take before Obi Wan chopped off his rest of his limbs, that would be something. I could see him years later, probably like 10, 15 years later, um, probably be in charge of the Empire. I don't know how he would come to find out about Luke and Leia. The only one who known about it would have been Palpatine, and Palpatine would be dead unless Palpatine went down and says, "I can help you find your children that Padme had," or something like that. Or that's it. Have him take over from Palpatine after he found out Palpatine lied to him about having children, and that could set Anakin off to just want to take over right there without a coup. He'd just take him on himself. Ugh. What time is it? Good. I've been here. It's 45 minutes now. That's a good sign. But so far, it's only a couple of us talking. How many people? There's supposed to be three. Somebody probably just has this on and they're watching. There's supposed to be three people. I'm not counting. It says three people, but that does not count me because I'm separate from this. It's telling me I have three people. So you, possibly Jade. I'm not sure who else. It could be somebody sitting there watching us. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I gotta get Dwight to see if he can come on here every night. That'd be awesome. Oh, I also got to contact a couple of my old friends from way back in the day when my friend Sherry, I used to go out with her mother. We're talking about like from 1999 to 2000 there, right before I moved down here. I haven't talked to her either. Many, many, many moons ago, I was heartbroken. And of course, that, yeah, oh God, we're talking about, my God, she blocked me from Facebook way back in 2009, I think it was. I haven't thought about her that much lately. I haven't talked to her in a long time. Yeah, it looks like it is only us for now. That's the thing about Catherine. You're not gonna believe this. That was the only girlfriend I ever had in my life. I'm 57, going on 58. I had her as a girlfriend for 3 years before I moved down here. Otherwise, I've never had a girl. I've had friends, and I'm not gonna say any farther. I I've had I've had friends. I have I have a couple of friends now, and if you know what I'm talking about, Greg, I'm not gonna go any further with my friends. That's the only way. I'm trying to figure out what to say without saying it to be crude. There's no way to say it, but I'm not going to say it, so I'm just going to shut it down. I'm not going to keep that up for anybody to see. What I mean is, I'm not going to keep on going on any further with that. Um, let's see. Only Aaron. Well, not Aaron. Aaron's not the only one. What's his face? I can't remember. I can't remember his name because I haven't talked to him in a while. Remember the glasses? What was his username? Oh wait, God, I totally forgot. You used to pick up him a lot. He was quiet. I would stand up for him. God, it's been a while. I mean, Dwight, who I met on that place, that's the only other one. Oh, yeah, Joe. Joe goes by Rodimus Primal now. Um, his wife, God, she used to be in there as a mod too. What has she? Her username was something RC. She called herself not RCARCEE like it's written, but RC like in remote control. Um, yeah, because Joe does his own. He's got I think he's got close to 100,000 subscribers. So he's going to get that thing, that plaque from Facebook from YouTube. To where I am going, it'll probably take 50 years before I ever get to 100,000 subscribers. Stacy, no, that's a girl. No, no. I'm trying to remember who Stacy was. Do you remember on Cybertron? He became an admin, if I can get the damn word right. Cyber Bishop. I was friends with him until he stabbed me in the back of the day. Meaning by, I was talking to him, congratulating him on being an admin, and the thing he said after that, "Don't be a kiss ass, or I'll just delete you here." And I was like, "Excuse my language," but I said to him, "Well, fuck you too." Never talked to him ever since. The only other time I had something to do with him there posting on there was something to post. He tried to talk back to me, but I blew him off. I blocked him. I can't say no. I didn't block him. I lost track because I wanted to get lost track because he was a dick, and because I congratulated him, he treated me like crap. I was like, fuck you too. I don't need you. Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie. Uh, Stephanie, yeah, her crazy husband didn't want any part of her. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah. We had different reasons to hate Cyber Bishop. He was a dick. Stephanie was hot. Remember Steph? Oh my god, that girl was hot. Stephanie, her husband treated her like crap. She would come in the Transformers boards to talk to us geeks, if you remember. Stephanie was never really into Transformers. I think she just went in there because people were talking. It was like a place to go. Oh, her husband was a collector of Transformers, but he became a dick after a while. Um, Steffi, I made, that's when I left and made the Transform. I transform. Well, I do have a Facebook version of the Transform. Um, you know something? If you want to go over there, it's not, it's. I only got 200 people. If you ever want to join the Transform, there, I'll make you a mod over there. I mean, I got one person right now, and I still am the admin over there, but I go over there once in a blue moon because Disney's main part of my life right now, not to Transform. Uh, and Jason, who you seen here the other day, he's a mod over there, and I got John as an admin. Um, I got those, and Jason runs my other group where it called the my toy group, which I call it's all about the toys. I wanted to post a place where you can put your toy haul on your in a Facebook group where others would appreciate it, where your friends and family are looking at it like, why are you getting a toy for? That happened to me, and I was like, hell with it. And I kind of felt embarrassed against with my old friends from school. It was totally different people. Stephanie, um, she broke up with her husband, and she went with this other guy. I think she married him. So after she married him, she stopped talking to everybody, and I thought that was it. Seen her a couple of years ago, posting again. I started talking to her again. I friended her again. The whole time she didn't want me as a friend because it wasn't a proven that she was with after she broke up with her husband. Not even 2 months after her husband dies, she gets another guy who looks like him. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I left her. I cut myself as a friend. I was like, the guy was not even cold in the grave yet. And she just turned around and married this other guy. Well, I don't know about married, but started going on with this other guy. And I looked at him and was like, oh my God, he looks just like the dead husband. I was like, that was sick. Wow, when she did that, I was like, I'm out of here. I remember Stephanie her username was Nymph, if you remember Nymph, Nym, My, was it PTH or Nymph? Nymph, kind of pronounce it. Yeah, I haven't been on most of those places in a long time. Yeah, now it's down to us. What we're talking Transformers again because everybody else is gone. uh, I think Jade's probably seen there's a lot of people here, so she was like, don't need me anymore. No, I need everybody here. I will always need everybody here. I might open this up to John. I might open this up to some of the toy people to come in too. But I don't know how they would feel to talk about Disney. There she is. Oh, you're doing dishes. Okay. You gotta remember, I don't know what's going on with everybody. I'm just getting I washed my clothes earlier, so I'm drying my clothes for tomorrow. Plus, I started putting Disney World up for tomorrow. I've got a couple more things to do. I'll probably have it up half of them up today, and then as I'm getting work tomorrow, I'll have a couple more up. That's how I work it now. Since I come on here, as I said before, I would like to do some more. I got, and I'm all over the place. Yeah. uh, yeah. I've, I've got to do something about a live stream which I'm walking around doing something. The only thing I can do is maybe if I have an opinion about something, get on talk with people about my opinion live and go walk around the block maybe once or twice. And what I like is how my camera reacts in the dark and it makes everything look lighter. I didn't know my camera could do that. There was a guy. There's a guy who lives miles down the road here. And yeah, I have not been by his house in a while since I take other trips. I go to Wawa's or Dunkin' Donuts before I go to work, so I don't happen to go by those ways anymore. But he puts Christmas he puts not Christmas he puts lights on his house year round. Now he's probably got a lot of green lights up and get ready for St. Patty's Day next Sunday. Then after that, he's probably going to put Christmas Easter lights for Easter's 2 weeks, or actually 3 weeks from today. So he will have those on. Then for the longest time, he will have red, white, and blue lights on, and that is because of Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Then he'll start putting Halloween lights up in October. He will take down the fall-looking lights and keep any red ones up. No, I'm backtrack. He'll take down most of the what he considers more of a fall look color and keep orange and keep yellow and add black, which basically is purple lights. And he'll make those his Halloween for about a month. Then after that, he will bring back some anything that looks like fall that's for Thanksgiving. Then he'll go to Christmas. And after that, when Valentine's come, he puts red and pink lights up. Then the whole thing starts all over again. I'm trying to think if I did that, what would I go do? I would not bother the guy and say, "Can I vlog around your house?" I mean, that would be creepy. I would have to park my car somewhere up the street, walk down, and just take it. It would be 5 minute video. It wouldn't be that much. The over remodeling of certain characters, and if as other characters, the over remodeling of certain characters in Transformers, other than just to fill in the laziness to create new form of the character. You're talking about repainting other things. If you get not tracks, um, if you get Hoist and Trailbreaker, those two were repaints of each other in G1. Oh, they're coming out with if you remember the deluxe Insecticons, which I actually have from G1. They've got new versions. They came out with Ransack, and I got Ransack. Ransack's who's he after? Kickback, I believe. He's I got both him and Kickback. He's the repaint. He's black and yellow, like he was in the original toy. Two they're coming out now. From what I understand, is in I will get them, but they come out in August. Is of Chop Shop, and the original Chop Shop. He looks just like his head sculpt, but this one's a repaint of Bombshell. And Shrapnel is not Ransack, Barrage, and he's a repaint of Shrapnel. So, what's ironic about it? Those original the deluxe Insecticons had their own molds. Those were not part. They were not repaints of the original Insecticons. When I found this out, I was like, it's about time. We're talking about over 45 again. My God, you stop and think about it. Whoa, wait a minute. 1984 till now, was that 40 years? Oh God! Plus, it's my anniversary for my graduation this year too. 40 years. My God, I've been out of high school for 40 years. Oh my God, it's Jordan. Greeting, greeting, Bendeja. I learned that from my sister-in-law. She's Hispanic, so Bendeja, Pato. No, I can't say that. So I'm sorry about the last one. Zeta Prime, Remolded Cybertron, Optimus. Ugh. I never got that one with all the female Autobots. They were a female combiner. Uh, you too, huh? Can only stop by for a second. Everybody's been coming by for a second. That will leave us nerds talking about Transformers. It seems the Transformer people want to stay in, and the Disney people want to stay out. Mm, stuff it tiny. Be careful. Be careful, Greg. You know, I I think Gail got the sound up so she could hear the live stream. So you know she's been in here a couple times. My God, 40th anniversary of the Transformers and my 40th anniversary of my graduation from high school. They're having a 40th anniversary in November, but I know no, I'm not going to be able to go. It would be nice to see those people. It'd be nice to go home to my hometown and my old high school. I haven't been there in, God, 2003. My high school was remodeled. When I went up in 2003, almost 20 years later, at the point, 19 years later, I had been down in Florida for 2 years, so I went up and looked at it and took pictures and stuff. I don't know. I didn't bother talking about seeing anything for like 4 years. And took a picture of it. I mean, I took a picture. Went to it, and it was remodeled. And I was like, oh my lord, the place looks totally different. We used to have a mall too, the Norwalk Mall, in a big parking lot. And I seen a picture of that too. What it looks like now. Parking lot's gone. There's a gigantic building, an apartment building. And the parking is the walls look it looks like a gigantic fortress. The walls you can only walk in the sidewalk. There's no way. There's ways in, but you have to. I think you go through a gated community type of thing. It's a hideous looking thing because most of the inside you could see if you're living there. That's the front of the complex. Your front doors and everything are there. There's no back doors. There's no back porches and nothing like that. You can look at your back windows and see the street and back, which I don't like it. I like the way it used to be. You know, there was no apartment building there. This is a big eyesore from what I've seen. You can't see anything which you used to be able to see. It's gone, and it's in a suburb of New York City. So your 20th, yeah. I can't imagine going back by myself. Can't imagine them going. It wouldn't happen. As I told you guys, it's like hell trying to get to go. I have to sneak out of here. Only my youngest brother knows I'm going, and he's the slow one. I think he's smarter than every other one. Every one of them gets mad at me every time I go, but it's all right for them to go on cruises and stuff. Yeah, this would be our second, and it's our second. What do you call it? Spirit, will you stop it? This will be the second time our classes had a reunion, and it was almost 15 years ago. I still couldn't go then. They had a small one last year. Couldn't go if I wanted to. Then they put out today that they're trying to get it to have it in November, so they're starting everything now. A couple of us can't be there, and I says to them, sorry guys, I wish I could come, but I can't be there. Just where I am. If I still lived in my hometown, I would have been like, hey, just let me know what time you want me to be there. I'll go there that night. I miss that. One Eileen, she's one of the other admins for Disney Worlders. She was my class of '84. She comes to the parks, but I'm always missing seeing her. I haven't seen her since graduation. You're talking about June, yeah, it was like June 26th, 1984. God, I miss that time. I can tell you right now, I miss that time with like crazy, but I can imagine what the parks. I mean, I see video from what the parks were like in the '80s, and I'm like, ugh, ugh. No wonder they were losing money back then. Eisner took over and he decided, let's raise the prices on everything. When that happened, everything became expensive, and that's where we stand today. Everything's still expensive. I had a bad reputation, Alex. I'm very sure you did. And I'm not trying to be mean. Yes, I know Eisner was a boss, but he decided to raise the prices on everything, and it still goes to this day. They still have got the prices up. Yours is June 4th, mine's June 26th. The only thing I can ask them is to do is like if somebody there can stream a video. I would do that for them too. I don't know. I'm never going to get a chance to go back to my hometown. And from what I understand, it's really crowded. It's a small town because it's over 300 years old, and it still has small streets and everything like if it was like about 100 years ago. Um, well, well, Jordan, some of the prices could have came down a couple of things. He didn't have to keep everything super sky high, or I mean, for like now, we'll never see Fast Pass anymore. It's a lightning lane. How do they go outside one day and they're it's $17. Then the next day go in and say if it's Tron, it's going to be $17 today for Lightning Lane. Tomorrow will be 9. How the hell do they figure that out? Uh, Eisner took over. Well, I mean, Roy Disney died 3 months after Magic Kingdom opened. Michael Eisner didn't come around for at least, God, the '80s. I think Card Walker. Yeah, Card Walker was in charge up until. I know that George. I'm thinking. You bring that up. I'm thinking George Steinbrenner. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I did watch the Yankee game. The Yankees were playing in Tampa today at Steinbrenner Field, and that's another place. I would love to go to see a baseball game, but I'm only an hour away from Steinbrenner Field. Problem is, who pays $80 to go in to see a game, an exhibition game where we're going to be sitting there to the heights of all these kids who are playing baseball? It's like, sorry guys, that does not excite me seeing the kids. Because later on, with Steinbrenner still in control, we will see one of the kids trade it off. Thank God they kept Aaron Judge, who probably would have had another 50 home run season last year if he didn't get hurt at Dodger Stadium. They could have at least given something to pass holders, like some other parks. For Pat, yeah, that's true. They might have, you know what they might do? That's a good idea, but they might change it to our, if they go to something like that for us, they'll up they will up the payments per month. Right now I'm paying 53 dollars per month for my annual pass, and I've got what would be considered the silver. And the only reason I have that because I only go once a month. So what's the sense of paying anything higher? I had the gold one. I love the gold one. It came with the photo pass. I used to pay $100 for photo pass, but I could see them adding that in fast pass type of thing for us. But where our payments would probably be an extra $25. So I shoot up into the $70 per month. I went all out against it. They're going to start raising the prices again, and I got a thing recently. They want me to re up my annual pass holder. Yeah, I will. I will. I do. I still want to be a pass holder. I still want to go to the parks. God, if it was up to me, I'd be at the freaking parks all the time. I couldn't say all the time. I'd say every other day. Probably be there on the weekends, meet up with like Tanya or somebody. Well, not on the weekends. Probably during some time during the week with Tanya. And probably just meet up with other people who's not streaming and say, hey, you want to hang out over here, or we don't have to vlog or anything. You could at least give something to pass others. Well, we do get free parking now. That's a good thing. We get free parking, even though I only park at one park and take the free. See, that's what they do think. If we just, if you're still thinking like me and you're making that kind of money, they won't offer it for police parking. Just watching Spirit. He's laying on the floor again. He comes every night. I'm on this thing. He's probably curious about who I'm talking to when he doesn't see anybody. Oh wow, we're almost at 2 hours. Thank God. Last night, Jordan, I don't know if you heard anything last night. I went off after half an hour because I did not see anybody here. Only one person came by and said hello. Greg said he was here. Unless Greg, the only thing I think you might have come at the very end when I didn't see, because I looked up into the very part when I pushed end stream. Nobody was here. Nobody. As I said, one person came by. He was stayed for maybe 10 seconds. He said he'd do. I'm not saying who the person is, but it's another good person. I know everybody can't be here every night, but I got to do something to make people come by because live streams, the home streams, I personally don't like it. It's just I don't know what to do. The only thing I can think about is going around the house, or not around the house, around the block a couple of times talking about whatever, and if somebody came down and we could talk. That would help me because that would give me more exercise. Not exercise, physical exercise, more exercise and learning how just to, be walking around the parks with it. Let's see. I remember when I first heard about the parties. They were only $40. $40. I remember my boy Dwight. Dwight was he says, "Did you want to come to the Halloween party?" He says, "How much was it?" He says, $40 per person. I was like, "That's expensive." Could you? I could never do that in $40. That had to be, God, how long ago? At least 20 years. But yeah, because I didn't meet Dwight down until I got down here, and this is going to be our 21st year. But in October, no, around September 11ish, we'll mark our 20th anniversary here. No, 21st anniversary here. And I met him online. Let's see. You could at least take something fast pass with the parks. What's this? Yeah, I think I was saying about fast pass. They could up using. That's the thing. If you're a universal pass holder, you don't pay that much. They appreciate pass holders here, but they don't appreciate pass holders over in Disneyland. Ooh. Oh, hold on, people. There's a story I read about. Let me see if it was Blog Mickey. It was something that happened at Disneyland, and I was like, I was like, what? What? Is this it? I might. Give me a second here. I know you guys still can see me. I can't see you guys, but I can see Blog Mickey here. I've got it on the screen. I wish I could turn it around and show everybody together, but it doesn't work like that. I don't know how to do that. Um, Smellephants. Oh, the Smellephants. Watch continues. Yeah, we're talking about putting that stuff over in the Storytown. Let's see. Construction design. Blah blah blah. Let's see what else there is there. There's something about Disneyland that I seen earlier today, and it made me go, "Wow!" I don't bother to cover Disneyland a lot. Pocahontas Spaceship Earth show returns for 2024. Where is it? Now I see. Did I see it here, or did I see it over on? Or did I see it on Chip and Company? Yeah, I'm not seeing it up here. I like the Friendship. I'm not sure if these are brand new. It says Friendship 2. I'm not sure if these are brand new boats, but they've got nice spiffy paint jobs to them to make them look new. I wonder if these are brand new boats or the same boats. Because it says something about Friendship 2. There's Tiana, but that's a topiary. I cannot. Where is it? I'm gonna have to go to the. Oh, there I am. Hello. I watched Disney so much as a kid. It was cheap. Yeah. Yeah, but we never traveled. Once in a blue moon. We didn't do much traveling. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I mean, look on. It was just in the chat. Um, we go here. What was I looking for? I'm looking for not YouTube. No, now I forget what I said about. Blog Mickey. No, it's Chip and Company. That's it. Let's see. Is it here? They're showing the displays, the egg displays over the Grand Floridian. Easter basket displays. New photo pass magic shots available. Well, I don't have photo pass, so I can't do it. I'm gonna have to pay $100. This is it. Doug and Russell have returned to Wilderness Explorers Clubhouse at Animal Kingdom. What's this one? This is. It looks like the. It looks. Where is this? This kind of looks like the Odyssey building, but I don't think it is. Not the building, the interior. Registers reopen. Oh, okay. At Mickey's of Hollywood. Okay, I remember they were down, but I don't remember why. Oh, here. Check this out. I kept on saying if Disney, it's not gonna make the park gigantic, but I kept on saying once that they instead of taking 70, these billions of dollars building a cruise ship, why didn't they just try to buy the land back from Anaheim? Not back. This wasn't their land at first. Just buying the land. Now there's a rumor going around that they want to buy the sidewalks from Anaheim. Where is it? No, no, no. What just happened? What was it? What I wanted? Chip, come here. It is. Disney wants to buy streets from city of Anaheim. Says the main road that they're hoping to purchase is Magic Way, which is utilized almost exclusively by resort visitors. That's all it says. But they want that part back as their own land. The question is how much are they willing to buy? How much is if the city does sell it, and it would make sense for the city to sell it. That's less for them to have to worry about. That would save them money. Plus, they're going to make some money by having it, by well, they won't make money off. They will make money off of it, but what I'm saying. Also, have to Disney just have Disney buy from them, and they don't have to worry about it. Disney will, you know, just let them take care of it. What's going on here? Just repainted the boats. Yeah, because they see Friendship 2, and I'm wondering why it's called Friendship 2. So I don't know. Greg, yes, the planter is in front of Horizons. The hell sign. Yeah, it's still there. Somebody had a before and after picture of that area. I remember seeing. It was over on Twitter. Left Horizons. Yeah, that planter's still there. You gotta wonder if they're ever gonna keep that this Mission Mars or whatever it's called up anymore, because there's a lot of people who don't like the orange ride. If there wasn't anything with my heart right now, I'd go back on it. I had nothing because Tanya does not even want to touch going on the thing. I've tried to get her to go on, but she would say no. She did want to try something one time, but I don't think she has. I told her once about a sandwich my father made us when we were kids, and we didn't think it was going to be any good, but when we tasted it, we loved it. Um, I've heard people having peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Our sandwiches were made from one day of having hardly anything in the house, being broke, and he made us banana sandwiches with mayonnaise. Yes, mayonnaise. Put the mayonnaise on, then cut the banana slide, put it on there. I was about to throw up. I mean, not to taste it. I was about to get ready to throw up, and when I tasted it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is good." Don't knock something you tried. Tanya said she wants to give it a try, so I'm going to see what happens when that. I mean, I don't know when she's going to give it a try, but um, I would like for her to taste it. At least she's giving it a chance. So that's the only thing I got to say. At least she's giving it a chance. I don't know if she'll like it or not. Different people, different things they like. That's why I don't believe in food reviews. The food reviewer might like it, and the person might not, or the opposite. The guy did or the woman who did the food review hated it, but the person liked it. So I hate. Oh, the texture is like this. It's like, shut up! You're just a friggin' vlogger slash. Get out of here. Who the hell made you a connoisseur? I'm sorry. It's just like that pisses me off. What I think sometimes, I think people think when you come on, automatically you're trying to get money from them. I am not set up for monetization. I need at least 3,000 hours, I think somebody told me, in order for me to be monetized. I think it was I think it was Jennifer Caruso who said that. Somebody told me that. I'm not sure if it was 3,000 hours. It has to be 3,000 hours. It's almost like 3 weeks nonstop. So it's possibly could be like 6 months. How many hours? I don't know. But I've got to put Streamlabs in here. along with that a new OBS thing you showed me, Greg. I'll probably check the OBS thing, and I gotta see if I can put them in together. I'll do either or, depends on what goes on. It's just me sitting there signing on to everything. It's like, give this a password, give this a password, and it's like, no, you got to put that same password there. And it's like, oh, will you stop it? You make it so hard for people to get in. Yeah, the regular people get in, and the bad guys automatically get in for hacking. So I made my son, husband, and brother-in-law on a mission space. They never got motion sickness. Neither did I. I the thing is, I don't know how my heart's gonna react. I mean, most rides now I keep myself calm, but this is different because you're going your centrifugal force, and it's a bit different. You can feel pressures on you. I don't know how I would feel. I can't ride it. No, I don't remember. Don't remember. But you probably can get in there with a DAS pass. You can. I'm not sure. I gotta check with Stacy. She knows how to get in with a DAS pass. I mean, not to get in, and she knows how to get a DAS pass. I thought your primary had to sign off on it, but I don't know. Um, I might be able to. I don't think so, but some people I know, like Stacy, can't stand it for a while. Like we were somewhere last month, and I know we were in Hollywood Studios, but something happened. She almost fell. I mean, I almost grabbed her too. It's just that she fell. She can't stand up in places. That's why most people do the DAS pass. But with the thing with my heart, I think they would just tell me then don't go on because they do warn people. If you've got bad heart or something, that you don't go on. It tells you right there. Jordan, would you ever do the orange mission? That's the one that's more of a. I can't. That is Mission Orange is the one where you hear like little 10-year-old kids have heart attacks on. That's Mission Orange. Mission Orange and Mission Green is the little kitty when you get on there and you're just floating around the earth. That's all that is. Oh, then there's no sense of you ever getting on the Mission Orange because you are inside that thing. I think the time I went in, I was in, I was in by myself, and I didn't have the co-pilot or the other guy, and of course everything was done by computers for you, in case you didn't have anybody in there with you. That was a long time ago. I haven't done it since. He says, Tanya, I'll go in with you. She says, no, I'm not going in there. He says, you're brave enough to go on Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror, but you won't do that. I won't touch Tower of Terror. I'm scared to hell of that thing. I know how it drops. I know that it's made to. I know if the ride ever breaks down, it's made to pull everything back up. I've seen it, but I've heard about things. It's always made to. So the thing would never drop to the ground. Uh, so you would never do the orange mission. You surprised me, Jordan. I thought you would be somebody who would probably give it a try. Um, yeah, you could only do green. I probably can only do green now, but I say forget it. And I say thank God our Soarin' Around the World came back. You can see at the end when Tinkerbell flies over Spaceship Earth, and I love that. It should be Spaceship Earth. You're sitting in Epcot. Why do you need to see Sleeping Beauty Castle? I didn't like it at all. I was like, I boycotted it for all this time. I says I'm never going back on that until I see our version. And of course, it has the leaning tower of pizza, but still, Fluffernutters is peanut butter with the fluff. I probably actually could get some fluff too. I think that's low in sodium. I'd like to get a small thing of it. Maybe have that as an alternate to peanut butter and jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly. I'm not gonna lie. I have that for lunch every day, and I always look forward to it every day. The only thing recently with my brother and me, we go to we every night we go to Dunkin' Donuts to get ourselves a coffee. He would get a hot matcha latte. He says to me yesterday, "I'm going to change it up. I'm going to get a hot chocolate." So he got a hot chocolate. I says, "Oh, you finally became tired of hot matcha latte?" He says, "Yeah." Plus, he gets headaches. And it actually was helping him for a while, but I think his immune system's caught up, and if he even has the matcha latte, it doesn't do anything for anymore for his headaches. So he's been getting in the last couple of days hot chocolate. Um, I've been stuck on years ago over the people mover. Got evacuated off. We were right near the exit is where, God, how can I explain it? The old exit that would go into where the smoking area was, which is now Tron. We were right there. Poof, right there. All we had to do was get out and walk right down. Another time I was right before, um, was it right? I think yeah, it was right before COVID. 2 weeks before COVID shut the parks down. I um, I got to the room with 50 stormtroopers, and we stood there. They didn't take anybody out into the other room because they were just standing around. Everybody was just looking closer at the animatronics and stuff. Watch that TIE fighter on the wall, even though it's small, it's supposed to be much bigger than that. He could never fit a real life person in that TIE fighter that's sitting on that wall. So they scanned our magic bands. When I went through, we go up to where the both sides of uh, you know, let's go. Something happened today. It's happening again. Something I'll tell you in a second. So we went through the back rooms, and there was a break. We went through break rooms. We went through like you know rooms where they keep the where they mop up and stuff, the cleaning closet type of thing. They got us outside. They scanned our badges, and basically to go on anything. They said you can come back if you want to. So when I came back about an hour later, then I got in. At that point in time, there was no fast pass. There was no. It was set up for fast pass. The sign said fast pass, but when they came back, they were lightning lane. So that is the one of the only rides at Disney that Tron. I think that Tron and Guardians are the only ones who came on and never had a fast pass line. I can ride the craziest coasters on the planet, but I'm afraid of mission space. I would get sick and freak out. It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like you're claustrophobic too. So, if some of you've been on here the last few days, you notice I keep looking up around here like something's going on. Last night, we went into the living room, was watching YouTube. And I usually watch the people who, the reactors who react to the different movies, as I said earlier. These, so they come in and they watch movies from the 80s, movies they've never seen. Yeah, I get to see their responses, which I love doing. Now, my brother, well, I thought it was in his room. The light was on in his room, and I can see over to where he was. Right, I didn't see him, didn't think nothing of it. I thought he was taking the dogs out to go to the bathroom, which he actually was. At that point in time, I didn't know. I seen somebody walk. Came, the doorways here. They came. Imagine this is the doorway. They were coming around, and they went around another part of the room, which you can't see from was. 2 minutes later, I thought that was my brother. 2 minutes later, he comes walking right in the house. And I'm like, you just go outside. I swear to God, you were just in there coming. I says, why? I seen you walking around in your room. He went to the room. He didn't see anything. So guess what? It looks we might be haunted. The only thing I can think of could be our father. He did die in his house. He was. My father was. He was still. I would say he was almost as tall because my brothers became 6'2". Johnny's run 6'1", 6'2". My father was 5'11", so right about that. So I see dead people. Yes, I have. I've seen another dead person while I was still in Connecticut, working for my old store, Wickle Home Center. Uh, the store went black. It was a brownout, and it was so dark in the area I was working in that even if I closed my eyes, I still couldn't see anything. So the room basically was built into it was a part of the stock room. It was built into a smaller room for me to because I was in charge of return goods and stuff like that. Stuff that people brought back to work and I'd have to call and stuff. So as I came out, I had a flashlight because I'm like because I knew where it was in the desk I'm sitting at. I'm trying to reach for the handle on my chair. I was looking straight. I was blind as a bat. There was no sense in me looking over here. I couldn't see it. So I'm feeling. I felt the handle, pulled it out, pulled the flashlight, snapped it on, got up, go outside. Something's going on there. Went outside, and the only light there was coming from upstairs stockroom, which still had lights on. And there was a guy standing there in blue jeans and a red and white um, cross shirt. Somebody like somebody hold down or someone wore. And he was like a step away from the cowboy hat on with what he was wearing. He ran up the stairs when he seen me because I'm like, who the hell are you? Ran upstairs. Went upstairs not after him. Went to put the light. I'm thinking, oh great, if he's up there and wants to fight and everything, and I don't fight. I was getting scared. I get upstairs. I hear running. There's two smaller hallways up there. They came, security's office was up there, and two security ran out and stuff, and I got out of their way because they were going to put the generator on to get the lights on, and then go down and see, you know, take measures and like let people out one at a time because they didn't want people, stuffing their pockets with goodies when the store was a blackout. Because at that point you probably could see if you're in the front end with the sun coming in through the doors. But I says to him, there's a guy who just ran up here not even a second ago. Did you see him? He says, we only seen you come upstairs. And the story was that was a Kmart. Originally it was a drive-in. Where I actually seen my very first Disney movie at a drive-in. It was Herbie Rides Again. And they tore down the drive-in, they made it into Kmart, and then Kmart was there for like 9 years. Then they made it Wickle Home Center. Now it's been changed to well, last time I looked, it was Nobody Beats the Wiz, but I think it's now at Best Buy. Yeah, I have another place I'd like to visit again. That's my old store. There was one store, that's like a couple smaller ones. I would love to see what it looks like inside there. So, yeah, that was the time I seen one face to face. He wasn't an apparition because I couldn't see through him. He was solid. Yeah, I did see one. What are you guys talking about? What bulldog? Did I slip on black ice? I sure the hell did. It's not the prettiest feeling when you fall on your ass. I used to drive on black ice. I did a 360 going down a hill, and I lucked out not hitting the cars that were parked off to the side, both sides of the street. I don't know how I did it. Guardian Angel had to be with me at that point in time because I kept on putting the foot on the brake, and I was panicking. So I'm thinking to myself, that was dumb because you put your brakes on black ice, it doesn't mean the damn thing. It won't do anything. The car will still go. Ugh. Why are you asking about black ice? I might just stay on for another what time is it? I might stay on until 10:30 because we've gotten off the point of Disney and stuff. Nothing against anybody here. It's just I do it because I have to work tomorrow, and I got to work. I got to be at work at 5, but I got to do other things, so I get up at 3. I always get up at 3 a.m. And I will be coming on. I've got it. Let me do it tomorrow. If I can remember to do it, I will show. It'll say testing. So if anybody sees the stream on, it says testing. It's me testing how to do some of these things, how to get Streamlabs hooked up, or I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if they go to Stream. I don't know. And all this new thing Greg showed me, what was it, OBS or something like that. I knew I would forget it. What is that? I still got it up here. Open Broadcaster software. Give that one a try. I would love to have people on here to actually chat with while people are down there watching. And they can and we can have more. If you have more people talking, I'm very sure you would have more people actually come in to chat to stay and watch. I'm sorry. I have actually seen some of the Disney World vloggers doing the reaction type of video, but the problem is they don't look. I'm not sure how it's done. I think they do it on the computer and they watch it and watch everything live. The Disney World ones watch it. They're sitting there looking down, looking on their computers. You can't hear what's going on, and it's like, how are you reacting if nothing's? I don't understand how they do it, but I think these guys need to talk to the people I've known to do this for a while, because Disney World people are not doing it right. That's why I won't name names because I don't want to start World War III. I'm gonna make myself some coffee. I made myself coffee last night. Fell asleep and was like, I woke up again and my coffee's ice cold again. I hate doing that. I didn't go to bed early last night. I stayed up a little bit because I had to get some other things done. I got to that point where I'm starting to forget things. Forget how easy it is to actually put things up, but I do forget. I do think that I'm getting. Oh, I don't have to sit here 10 minutes that I bought myself a search word puzzle. My mother's doctor told her to get a search word puzzle, keep doing them, keep her mind going. She stopped doing them. She stopped doing them. She started going like the hell. I asked her, "Did you want a book? I'll get you a book. Maybe it'll start helping you back again." So I'm going to start doing that. And I got the book, search word. I love doing search words, but I just hadn't gotten one in a long time. And if that's going to help my mind stay a little bit better for a little bit more time, I'm going to do it. Jordan, if you're still here, please, if you can, when you get time, contact Chase. I would like to try to get this thing done before, at least before you leave, if possible, before you leave, because you're going to be gone for a bit, and it's right now between now and then, it's going to be a longer wait, and I don't want everybody to keep waiting and waiting and not finding out things done until you come back, and it's going to be like hell for me. So I'll get people leaving. So if I can get Chase here and I can work with Chase where you're gone, that'd be awesome. Plus, Chase hasn't been on here a long time. I mean, it's been a couple weeks since he last showed up here. I'm not mad if he doesn't show up. It's just that I'd like to learn something from him. Yeah, give me another 15 minutes. Because nobody else knew, and I'm not. It's not against you guys. It's just it's starting to happen. I'm starting to get tired again. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, yeah. I tend to leave here at 20, about 20 after 4. Different stores. I cover different stores. 2 stores are like half an hour away. 1 store's half an hour. Some stores are not even 5 minutes. It depends on. Some stores which are near me don't have a Wawa's near, so I have to get Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And the problem with getting the Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the mornings, these kids don't pay attention. And if I don't bring extra sugar with me, I'm going to have a coffee that tastes black. And it's, to me, I hate black coffee. Ugh. And I wish I do have Wawa's, and I do have a lot of stores that have a Wawa's there. Like tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to where the Wawa's is going to be. During the middle of this week, I have 2 stores where I'm going to have to go to Walmart. Not Walmart. I'm going to have to go to Dunkin' Donuts because I don't want to drive way up to go get the coffee from Wawa's and come all the way back down. So I'm going to have to do. When I do that, I have to bring some extra sugar packets with me because I don't trust these kids give me coffee that tastes really bad. Let's see. Yeah, we've all seemed to stop talking. I got 2 people posted the same blog. Greg and you and Jay posted the same thing. Oh, God. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Where is the building? Oh, Bulldog. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I read it wrong. Yes, I'm still looking at the chat. So if you see me looking at things, I'm still looking at that chat to see if you guys have it. You guys are talking. I was watching. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to hit this video I was watching of these 2 people that I watch, and they were reacting to Goonies for the first time ever. So I want to get to that before it gets too late in here. So I don't want to go to bed too late tonight because I do have to be up again at 3 a.m. I get up at 3 a.m., make my cereal for the morning, which basically is a granola cereal with bananas. I never thought granola would taste so good. I thought it would have no taste to it. I love it. Um, Tomorrow's on Land Lake, so I go up State Route 54, hit a Wawa's up the street here, and two of my other Publix that I work at are not even 5 minutes away from this store, so it's crazy how close these stores are. They're right down the street from each other, and on each other of the street, one store is like on this side of the street, the other store is on this side of the street. So the different sides of the streets. So I can pick up Wawas there, and I like the Wawas because I can actually do my own coffee. All I have to do is get the I always get the French vanilla, not the ice, not the ice, not the I get the French vanilla cream. I should start getting the French vanilla coffee itself too. I might just do that again, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Reason is, so I went to the regular coffees from that was that they weren't making the French vanilla coffee, so I said hell with it. So I haven't been back to it since, but I see it in there the last couple times, and I do want to get it. You're not a weirdo, girl. Mine was like mine still as one I cannot eat. Is, believe it or not, is Raisin Bran. It's not low in sodium, so I'm kind of it's got raisins, and I can eat raisins. But dinner tonight, when I had dinner for dinner tonight, try oatmeal with walnuts, bananas, and raisins, and walnuts, chopped walnuts. Oh my God, they're so delicious. Believe it or not. And sometimes I will have that when I get a munchie and I don't have coffee or haven't made coffee. I get the walnuts and I eat them. That's, there's no calories or anything, so I get them. Eventually, I will start when it starts warming up more. I'm gonna get grapes. Where I'm gonna put them, I don't know. I don't like keeping them in the refrigerator because I hate cold, very cold grapes. I don't want to leave him in the kitchen. Leave him. I don't want to leave it in some kind of container. In the containers in the kitchen, they get hot in there, and it's like a sweat type that builds up. Or I don't want to leave them outside. Leave the because we do get gnats. That's the other reason I don't want to leave the bananas out in the limb like that. I probably could get a bag and just leave it in the bag. I could do that. Um, Jade, I don't know what you're eating nowadays, but uh, the Quaker Oats people made the one that I get. It's like it's got almonds, raisins. They do make one that has chocolate shavings, but I don't want chocolate shavings in my cereal. Then they've made an apple one with dried apples. I'm waiting for Publix to go BOGO on it, so I can get buy one get one. I already did. They already had my the bread that I get, so I did that the other day before I left work, and I got the BOGO on the bread. But I really love. I mean, right now, the way I am right now, I probably could have it for supper and breakfast because of course, peanut butter jelly is my afternoon type of thing I love. Who knew that I would love this stuff? I do cheat. I do cheat. I have to cheat because I need some protein. I do get. I do go to Wawa's and pick up on wheat bread turkey sandwich with only lettuce, tomato, and have the menu kit. It's lettuce, tomato, and turkey on wheat bread, and it's my cheat for the week. I can't do it. I just and sometimes my friend Tracy, she she picked up a couple of bags of rice. I could do rice, and I mix it with I tab the rice and I mix it in with hard boiled eggs. That's something to have too. And the only other time I cheat is when I bring my mother to breakfast. I go to IHOP on Saturday mornings. I have a Bill um, the bowl of grits, scrambled eggs, and wheat toast, and tons of different coffee. Not different, I mean, not different flavors. I mean, just coffee. Everybody goes, like, "How can you drink so much coffee?" He says, "Because I can't really drink the rest. I have milk. When I have milk, it's in cereal. I do have small bottles of water, so big. I just can't get into it." Yeah, I just noticed that there isn't Carol tonight. I wonder what she's doing. My phones are being juiced up, so they're not even over here. That's true. No Carol tonight. That's odd. I know she was driving to the west coast to drop her son off. Her and her husband took him and a friend over where they were gonna go on a cruise, and where they were gonna stay last night. Where they are today, I don't know. And I would be very surprised if I hear Disney coming from her mouth. I'm like, girl, Disney. Uh, I would give her a look like this is coming from a woman who doesn't have that money to pay for Disney right now. Very weird. Believe me, if she could go to Disney like me, I would. We would go to. We'd hang together all the time. But I don't think Carol can walk around that park as much. She does have a cane she walks with. My friend Stacy, who is you go to the park with, she's there this week. She actually posted onto Disney World or if anybody's going to be there this week, she would like to hang with them. I thought that was a great idea. Here's a question: if you guys could ever go to Disney with me, and then Jordan's not included because Jordan's hung with me, would you guys hang with me at Disney? And I've hung with Jordan at Disney, so it's no biggie. Never get in a car with Jordan though. He drives like 90 miles an hour on World Drive and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I'm afraid of getting pulled over by the Reedy Creek cops and stuff. Oh, God, or getting worse because I'm a passenger. I might get kicked off the property along with him. Oof. He's got this electric car, really nice inside. It's got a big computer and everything on the cover of it, on where the dashboard is. Boy, you like Raisin Quake granola. Where do you find that? Raisin Quaker. I do get some the Quaker, not Raisin brand, but as granola. Where the hell? The one I have right now has raisins in it. They also have the maple brown one I tasted, and the maple brown one, believe it or not, I can have is almost like the one I get that comes with the almonds and stuff. Guys, I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here for about 2.5 hours. God, I hate to say goodbye because you guys have been here a bit. Yeah, I really have to get going. I gotta at least get Disney Worlders up until noonish. Believe it or not, it does kind of sucks trying to put this together. It's not easy, and I don't want to leave people hanging because I feel if I leave people hanging and I don't post anything, they're not going to come back. That's the feeling I've always had about running this place. Um, yeah, that's what I thought until I got my car accident. I would drive on I-4. My car was sandwiched in between two other cars. Yeah, yeah, I'm still in one piece. I remember getting out my coffee. I wasn't going to drink coffee until I had a whole thing of an extra large coffee of Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm basically not going to drink my coffee until I hit the park, so I wouldn't have to sit there and pee in my pants. I'm waiting, as I'm driving, so my coffee went flying everywhere. I never got a chance to drink it. Um, some white smoke was coming up from the engine, and they were kind of about to take the car. I'd been sitting there for maybe half an hour. The cops talking to me. They kept on asking me if it was all right. I says, yeah, that's no problem. Says I feel I should be, but thank God for that car kept me one piece. So I couldn't pull everything out from the back. I pulled out my my ladder I bring to work. Basically, when you have to stand on top of the gondolas to move things around, you need that ladder. But my knee pad because when you were doing the bottom shelves, you've got to be on your knees. My knees are killing me. But that, where is he? But that. So I called my boy Dwight up, and Dwight at that point in time that he lived in Haines City. Um, I remember Jordan saying to me, "Why didn't you call me?" Yeah, Jordan, Jordan was going to hang with a friend, and I assumed that he was with a friend over at SeaWorld. And Jordan was, believe it or not, over in the Tampa area, Busch Gardens. Even if I didn't call him up, I'd feel guilty. That would mean he would have to leave from Busch Gardens, come back towards where he lives, and go back. Take me back. So I got Dwight to do it. I gave Dwight $40. I said, "Here's 40. Well, you could take half of it to pay for the gas already, but here's more gas. Yeah, twice another 20. That goes me, and he's a toy collector too. With him, it's less Transformers, but more GI Joe, and with me, it's the opposite. More, mostly all Transformers and some GI Joe. And yeah, I don't want to say something. I'm thinking something, but no, I'm not going to say what I was just thinking. Um, so that is a guys. I hate making you guys go. I hate getting off because I'll come back tomorrow and there'll be like nobody here. But I'm going to try to give things a test during the day and see what happens. Jordan, I'm assuming you work till 7 o'clock tomorrow. I think Jordan might be gone for the night. Jordan, if you're here, you work until 7. Jordan, you know something? It would not kill me to see you doing a live stream from there. Just show the place, and you could do it on here. You know you could do it on here, and it doesn't have to be Disney with that. It's something for at least your friends, the Disney Worlders, and well, maybe not to my other friends because I would have to put it out there with the family, and the family hates me going to Disney, so I kind of blocked that from them for not knowing that I go to Disney. Dude, I live near Clearwater, the aquarium, so if I was going to do that, it would be over here. Lady, or just ladies, in case somebody else is watching, ladies and gents, I thank you. Please, please, if you guys can come back because I could use the company. Bring somebody over if you can. I'm gonna try to bring some other friends who I haven't asked yet. See if they want to, check it out. I'm not asking anybody like Tanya yet because I don't feel worthy of having the big people here. And I just, if I do something I would like to do when I become more, not powerful, but more situated with what I want to do. So I can feel more confident and have like Tanya or somebody come in. And if Tanya knows I've been doing stuff like this, but if she ever decides one night, to come in and look and see everything, that'd be something. But Tanya's got her friends, and Tanya hangs out with a lot. Tanya, to people don't know, Tanya hangs out with her subscribers. When they all come and stuff, she meets up with them, family, and they all hang out together at the resorts or at the bars. I mean, almost everywhere. And I'm probably gonna I'm gonna live stream Disney. That's another place. Jade, If you ever want to live stream, Disney Springs is a one hell of a place to live stream from, and we could put that up on here too. And I'd give you the it would be me, you, and Jordan, because you could be like a sub to fill in for Jordan when he's not here, or if Jordan's on and I'm not, you could be a sub for me. We could do that. The more people here, the better. That means that'd be cool. The only thing I can suggest right now is to if you got a if you have your own Facebook, if you have your own YouTube account, post some videos up there and let me take a look at you and stuff. Well, not look at you, goggle at you like, ooh, yum yum. More like, how you do it and stuff. And I'm not a critic, cannot critique because I get nervous when I get in front of people too. Greg, I wouldn't mind having you sometimes in here as a tester to test with me. See if I get on here and I'm going live, not going live, but trying to box and box. I'll probably contact you first because Jordan might be working or something. I'll contact you or I'll probably PM you and just let you know I'm going live, and we could talk to each other. We could actually talk to each other, but let me see if I can do that tomorrow. Okay, there's no problem. You actually can post. I do believe you have the power to post videos on the on the mod forum. I don't know if I've added that on there. Well, let me get off. It's getting late. I search everything tomorrow. And I thank you guys for being here. Let me get off this thing. Before I'm going to be here another hour. I got to get to bed. Everybody has their own different closing. Mine is an old one, which I'm going to change it up a little bit. But it always went like this. That is the news, and I am out of here. That's Dennis Miller from SNL when he used to do SNL years ago. He did the news on SNL. Mine, I want to change it. That was the stream, and I am out of here. Good night.